boogie 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 boogie. Dance your hands off, baby.
Welcome to the Beverly podcast, which is really a yardcast. That's what. Oh, you figured it out.
I felt compelled to
That's
be
wonderful.
what the audience was probably already screaming anyway.
June is busting out all over. It's spring. Spring has really sprung. Okay, but it's almost summer. Okay, but anyway, okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're tuning in, okay, and you are, because you're either watching it on YouTube or you're listening on your podcast app, okay? Who is Beverly? Well, I'm an expert. Okay, that's really all you need to know. Okay, but I'm also a New Englander, which means I came from the East and traveled the same journey that many Jews before me have traveled, east to west. Okay, usually because Jews were fleeing something, but you know, like refugees. Understand? But in the case of America, okay, fleeing the East Coast, presumably because they were fleeing the inclement weather. Okay, and the literary circles. Okay, that's meaning artistic Jews fled New York City and left it to the math Jews, or as Brett probably likes to think, the money controlling Wall Street Jews. Okay, those are the ones who were left. Anyway, artsy vaudevillian Jews fled west and invented Hollywood so that they could control that industry and own and control both coasts. Okay, you got me, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, here I am. You got me. Okay. No, we don't. Now, here's the truth. Okay, I'm just having a little little fun.
I just realized I need my bell.
Oh, for God's sake. God damn it. This happened a couple months ago. Go get the bell. It's in my tote bag. I have 2 tote bags. One of them, both. I like to take my tote bags. You can reuse those at the grocery store, and then they'll usually give you a dime or 2 back. Or they'll do it if you go to Lazy Acres, which is like somewhere between, if Erewhon and Whole Foods, this is for my West Coast friends. If Whole Foods and Erewhon had an expensive baby, it would be Lazy Acres, which is another brand of ridiculous. It's where you can buy soap sliced off for you in one section. Anyway, excuse me. I have a little horse at my galloping around in my throat, but I'm not sick. Calm down. Okay, I'm not
nervous.
Okay, excuse me. I can't be sick. It's not flu season anymore. Anyway, what was I trying to tell you? I was actually trying to make a point.
Sorry.
Okay, now we have the bell.
Yeah.
Okay, in case I say something problematic, she'll ring the bell, and this will be like a class, like a master class in learning, or should we say primary class in learning? I don't want to offend anyone. Oh, yeah. You can't say master anymore because of, SLAVES, right? But you can say masturbate.
Yeah.
Unless it's primary bait. Brett?
Yes.
Are we back?
You said we're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to explain to the audience what just happened because there will be a cut. You understand there'll be a cut? Because I don't trust that you're skilled enough on your editing software to make it look smooth. Mm-hmm. But what happened was there was a technical difficulty. And not everyone here, I put my trust in these people. It's not, this is a transactional relationship. It's become more like any workplace. Okay. That's why workplaces become workplace families. Like I think of these 2 as my children, but even your children let you down. Okay. That's really just, you can do with that what you will. Can I get back to talking about how we don't control the industries on the East and West Coast?
Yes.
We invented the industries on the East and West Coast?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was trying to say. But back to me. Okay, now that everything is up and working. Okay. From east to west, and now I'm in Hollywood, actually Glendale, today Altadena, and Glendale is actually Armenia. Isn't that something? Whatever. Okay. Before we jump into today's theme, okay, which is a fun theme, and I know that little Dana is going to love it, okay, because you are a millennial Xer, well, sort of on the board, and this is your sweet spot, okay? It's a fun theme that is coincidentally very, very West Coast. But before we go there,
okay,
I want to share a little update on my daughters, Lainey and Rochelle. Why? And this is for new Yodcasters, because I'm a proud mother, okay? But also because I'm leading by example as a woman, a Jewish boomer, a.k.a. a Juma, and as a mother, not yet a grandmother, I don't want to talk about it. But speaking of being a grandmother, okay, I did take an Ambien the other night, and when I woke up, I saw Marshall, my part-time lover. Part-time lover. Do we have to pay for the rights to that song if I sing the song?
I feel like it feels good. You can
I'm
sing
pretty
it.
sure it's Eddie Murphy, but I don't want to be racially insensitive. It might be a different black man. Part-time lover?
Part-time lover.
Because he had a very brief
He did.
foray into music, which was confusing for everyone until
I know, it's Stevie Wonder.
you saw him in Dreamgirls. Oh, Jesus, that was Stevie Wonder. Oy vey.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
Eddie
I
Murphy
ring the
did
bell.
a great-
Here, I'm ringing the bell for myself on that one. Okay, whatever. Part-time
Eddie
love-
Murphy did Party All the Time.
Okay, so potty and pot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, it wasn't that they looked alike or some terrible assumption about all black people. It was more just, it was a linguistic, racially insensitive remark. I apologize to the English language. Anyway, I get up on my, I took an Ambien, I get up in the morning. I took an Ambien to go to sleep. After that, you go into a coma. Okay,
Yeah,
a prescribed coma that you can put yourself in.
Yes.
Okay. When I woke up, I saw my part-time lover Marshall at my computer. Okay, and he looks at me with like that face that he makes, and I know something is wrong, bad. And at first, I think he's doom news scrolling. No. He tells me that my latest Google searches were concerning. Now, why he's going through my Google searches, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But you know what, Dana, Brett, people I think of as my own children and who I like to give advice to, you actually hear it first before I give it to everybody else because it goes through your ears to get to the computer.
It's true.
Yeah. So you're really the beneficiaries initially, first and foremost, even more than my actual blood children, which I think is something you should think about the next time you screw up the technology. Okay. You should absolutely go through each other's searches on Google. It's a matter of trust. It's like, okay, Dana, if you see he's searching or Googling for like, where do I buy a rope? Where do I buy a shovel? Okay. Or asking Google how long it takes a body to dissolve an acid or something like that. That is concerning. Okay. It's something you need to pay attention to. That's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Right? Or if Brett, right? If Dana is asking AI, how do I make myself look like I have cancer if I don't have cancer? Okay. Or if she's been Googling best razor to shave head, or best way to pretend to throw up, because as we all know, serial killers are mostly heteronormative men like Brett. And most cancer fakers are mostly heteronormative women like Dana or pretend lesbians with terrible personalities like Elizabeth Finch, the former writer from Grey's Anatomy. Yes, it is still on. Now, my part-time lover did not find those kinds of searches, okay? But it's a good thing he snooped because he suspected that, since I did the searching while on Ambien, where he caught a glimpse of me, a shadow getting up in the middle of the night and getting on the computer, he really needed to take a look at what my subconscious might have been up to. Maybe something needed to be brought to the light. Something, okay? He had a hunch, okay? Follow your hunches. Your hunches are where the truth lives. You understand? Okay, so sunlight, he shed light on the darkness. It's what he brought it all into the light. Literally, it's actually a metaphor for what we're trying to do with this Yodcast, okay? But not the point. I don't want to get into what all the good we're doing. Literally, apparently,
Yeah.
Apparently, I was literally doing a Google, and here were some of the searches. I wrote them down.
Okay.
How to get a grandchild.
Okay.
That's innocuous. How to convince your child to have a child and give you the child, but not during times when you're tired or want to do a gummy.
Oh,
Okay, that's, again, innocent. And this one is this is the red flag.
Okay.
How to inseminate your daughter without her knowing. Now, here's before
I'm
you,
dinging
I did
that.
it, but I didn't do it. I
Like,
didn't,
you just
I
thought about it.
Well, I went
Subconsciously.
I went somewhere between thinking about it and doing it, and that's
Yeah.
where the ambiguity lies. Okay, so the problem really that is that Google did answer. Okay.
What did it say?
Well, it said I copied and pasted onto my notes. It says such an act would constitute sexual assault and severe violation of her consent, which is illegal and unethical. Insemination must only occur with the explicit, informed, and enthusiastic. Okay, that's a bit far. Consent of the individual being inseminated, and then it gave me a bunch of RAPE hotlines and a lot of information about fertility fraud and that kind of thing. But the problem is, I'm not a RAPIST. I'm not. Okay? My subconscious, as you yourself pointed out, Dana, might be, but I am not my subconscious. I'm a body. You understand? Subconscious is not a physical body. I'm my body. In fact, no one really is. Okay? Tell everyone, you are not your subconscious. Okay? You are conscious. And it's why they cannot arrest you if you stab people with a screwdriver in your dreams. Okay,
That's true.
That's right. Yeah, no one's coming after you. They're not standing there waiting for you. Oh, remember that Freddy Krueger?
Like
oh
a
my
dream.
God, that was the 80s. That was when the tongue came out of the phone. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yes.
Of course you do.
Scared me a lot.
I feel, very upsetting. How
Yeah.
old were you when you saw that? 9 years old?
No, I was younger.
They didn't used to, of course. Younger?
Yeah. Or yeah,
You had older
I was
brother?
much younger. Yeah.
You have an older brother.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. That's why. Yeah, that's why he is.
Disturbing.
It's why he's. I can see everything with that fact. Okay, so anyway, it's a common recurring dream. The screwdriver in the neck. By the way, I've had it with most people. But but Marshall, can we get back to Marshall? He's a very nervous person. He's anxious they're going to come after me. Who they is? Okay, based on the Google search, very unclear. He's paranoid. He's what do you call it? He's a prepper. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, that's really the only update I have on my daughter Rochelle. Okay, who is, for what it is worth. Okay, just that she was on my mind. Okay, that's the update on Rochelle. She is a better candidate to carry a child at this point in her life. Okay, it has nothing to do with her beautiful feminine body and her good hips, which she has. Okay, you happy, Dana? I'm not body shaming anyone. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
okay.
good. Yeah.
You happy? I know that's very important to you. Because you're a modern feminist.
Yes.
Right. Okay. She's a good candidate to have a baby because her boyfriend has children already. He is married to the mother of his children currently. Yeah. But
Right.
I'm choosing, do you understand I'm choosing to make lemonade?
Yeah.
It all means, okay, that Rochelle is with a man right now, sleeping with him, who is not afraid of commitment.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it.
He's committed to someone and some things, the things being the children. He's surrounded by child energy and commitment energy. Okay, so I'm taking it as a plus. Okay,
I'm dinging in general
why?
because yes.
Okay,
Like, that's
you know
a
what?
way
Until
to
you
look at
until
it.
you can tell me an answer without hemming and hawing beforehand, because I need you to gather your thoughts and speak in complete sentences. Now, Lainey is not surrounded by that kind of energy, and also might possibly be part of the child-free movement. I don't know if you've heard of this. I don't know.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but she's not communicative with me. Okay,
Yeah.
we've never had a communicative relationship. Okay, we've had more characterized by doors slamming in your face. Okay, she's never been communicative. But there was one time when Facebook was new, and I was stalking my children on it, and I saw she liked a group dedicated to a child-free world. Okay, and that resulted in a lot of door slamming, and please, I broke a finger in the hinge. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I don't need both to reproduce. Okay, I need one of them to reproduce. So, do you remember the heavy man that Lainey was talking to in the vestibule? Mm-hmm. They moved out of the vestibule.
Oh,
How about that? Now, as you know, I just told you Lainey is not communicative with me, so I have to have Lainey followed, okay?
Okay.
By Phyllis Ginsburg with a U.
Okay. Yes.
It begins Berg.
Berg,
Okay.
not Berg.
Yeah. Berg.
Yeah.
Okay. It was actually a kindness for me to give Phyllis an assignment because Phyllis is very bored. She's the kind of person who says, I need to learn to play mahjong. I really, really want to, but she never does. You know, she doesn't go to the temple. She doesn't do the lessons. It's like, you got to put the work in. It works if you work it. Okay. She's the kind of friend who says, oh, you're going out to California. Oh, I wish I could go with you. You can. You can get in, just go. You know, she never does anything. Where'd you get that sweater, Beverly? Online. I wish I could go online. Yeah. Go online. Go online. I don't want any. By the way, she does go online. So it's not, you know, it's just, why does she have to say, I can't, I can't, you know, doing the hemming and hawing. She reminds me of you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's good. Okay, when you can give her, Phyllis, a specific task. So I did. I told Phyllis to watch Lainey, and she did. She went and watched Lainey leave her building to meet Heavy Man outside. Okay, she watched them. Okay, I assume from her car. Okay, which is a real, she needs to get that car fixed. I don't know where to get my car fixed. There's literally a mechanic on every 3 blocks in Lynn, Massachusetts. She could go and get her, it doesn't matter. She watched them go for a walk, okay? And then into this little cliche Boston, but there's 37 in every town.
I know what you're going to say.
A double D.
Yep.
They went to a double D, not bra size, pervert. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Donuts. Okay, Phillips, that's what Phyllis does. She's so smart. Okay, I knew she was smart underneath. She bundles up her whole face, and I know it's June, but she always wears a neck warmer anyway. She has bad circulation in her neck, and her neck is always cold. It's like an autoimmune. Anyway, she pulls the neck warmer up over her face so Lady won't recognize her, and she listened to the entire conversation. Here's what I learned, okay? This is a Heavy Man, 30 years old. So Laney's got 9 years on him, but we're within the 10-year limit, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Heavy Man tells Laney he hasn't dated anyone since his teacher when he was in middle school. Which, you know, means that it's been a long time. He must have, that's what, if I'm doing, which part? No, if by the way, that's 17 years, so he's ready for a new relationship. What?
He dated his teacher in middle school.
I knew, you know something, I could have told you. I knew she was going to have a problem. What's you want to talk about? This teacher-student trauma? Is that what you want to talk about?
Yes, the position of power.
Okay. That's not something that's ever come up before this generation. I'm not saying it's not real. What I'm saying is have you ever considered that here's a middle school boy? I'm just going to write the rest. I'm going to fill in the blanks.
Okay.
Because you're seeing one thing. Here's what you're seeing. You're seeing a Daily Mail headline and a mugshot of a blonde young woman.
Yes, of course.
And you don't see the boy. No one ever talks about the boy. He's a minor, so you can't. But no one ever prints what his response to the entire experience is. So here's what I'm doing. I'm choosing to be optimistic. And I'm choosing to, here's what I imagine a few of those young 13-year-old puberty having boys might say. Might. I'm not saying they weren't traumatized. I'm not saying every one of these scenarios worked out. It clearly didn't. Some of the women are in jail, most of them, when they get caught, for sure.
Yeah.
But is there not a possibility that one young boy thought, here's what's crazy. I'm 13. I'm in math. I don't care about math. I care about my erection. I'm fantasizing that my teacher is touching me. Okay. And then it happened, and it was the greatest day of my life. Is there any chance that part of the experience might have been joyful? Part of it, not all of it. Okay. So I'm not looking for her point of view. I don't like what she did. She shouldn't have done it. I agree with you. Okay. So then, so if you don't want to have
Just
a real
hammer
debate,
that bell.
don't start none, won't get none. Okay. Yeah. Ring the bell. That's right. Yeah. I understand. Snowflake. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Can we get back to the Heavy Man?
Yes.
Okay. Phyllis said he is also part of the alt-fur community. So
what?
That alt-fur, it's alt-right furries.
Oh,
okay.
I'm singing that.
Wow. I don't
like it.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'd like everyone to know that I'm the only person here withholding my judgment. Actually, he's withholding his judgment, except that I don't want to look at his face because it's written all over. Let me say something. I don't kink shame, number one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you didn't just.
Well,
you don't?
Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not. Are you crazy? People should do whatever they want. I play sometimes hostage Hamas in the bedroom, and I don't have everybody writing and screaming about me. How dare you? Looks like you haven't listened to a single word of 16 episodes leading up to this one. I don't judge that. If he wants to dress up like a MAGA-toting Teletubby or whatever it is that he's up to, okay, that is what real inclusivity is. It is not brave to say, hey, I include everyone, even the ones I don't like. It is brave to include everyone, even the ones I don't like. That is the slogan. I'm including. You make room in your mind for this scenario, or else I will just deem you as being a racist. Good. So, apparently, an offshoot of the furries is the alt furry. The alt right. You can Google it. Okay.
I'm gonna Google it.
Go. Be my guest. Okay. Now, everyone wanted inclusivity until this moment on this podcast, but whatever. We're going to keep moving forward. Okay. I don't go to the meetings that they have. Okay. I don't know firsthand. And you know what I'm also not doing? What, did you find it? Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. You know what I'm not commenting on it. Okay? Try it, America. Okay? Maybe take a pause next time before you judge so harshly. Honestly, can I just get back to Lainey, please?
Yes.
The biggest revelation from Phyllis is that the two of them sat there for 45 minutes in the Dunkin' Donuts. I don't want to tell you how many Krellas she ate because that's not great. Phyllis reports that Lainey's body language was welcoming. Okay. Oh. Yeah. She wasn't spread eagle on the table. Calm down. She was definitely inviting, however. Okay. It was indicative of like, I'm open for business. And look, I've been around the block and here is what I know. Okay. The first language we learn in this world is body language. Okay. Using your body to communicate with another person's body. Babies do it. That's the first language they learn. And then we do it with our whole lives. Okay. And it doesn't actually matter whether you believe me or not about body language because I was right this time, and Phyllis was right. She said that when they left to go back to Lainey's apartment, they used their bodies to communicate with each other with intercourse.
Oh,
okay.
She saw?
No. Excuse me. What do you think's wrong with Phyllis? She didn't see. She was sitting outside the door listening. She didn't see it. Okay, but she confirms. Can I get to the?
Fine.
Lainey lost her virginity.
Oh.
Okay. Listen to me. She doesn't listen to this podcast. I told you we don't communicate. Do you understand that I'm actually sacrificing the less to none chance that she knows what I'm talking about here and speaking at her life to benefit an audience? That feels like generous. That's like, I'm saving a lot of people by not saving her. Okay. Maybe I am saving her. It's not my fault she doesn't want people to know these things about her. I don't even know she doesn't. We don't communicate.
Okay.
So I don't know how she feels. Phyllis listened to the entire episode at Lainey's apartment door. Apparently there was a scuffling, a little moaning. And you know what? That is my daughter. Okay, so I don't actually want to discuss the details of her lovemaking with an entire audience. I will discuss it with Phyllis and maybe Nancy Woloff, my friend, probably my other daughter, Rochelle, when I speak to her. But it's really Lainey's private business, okay? So, not everyone needs to know that Heavy Man makes like a siren noise when he climaxes. It's not an American siren, though.
Oh, it's one of those little like...
Yeah, it's the European, it's the Anne Frank
those
siren.
little
It's
funny
like, like a donkey from Shrek.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy again. Here's what I think. I think Eddie Murphy's spirit is here today. Is
really?
He? Yeah. Oh God, no, he's alive.
He's alive.
No. Okay, he's not. But I do think it's interesting. This seems to be an Eddie Murphy theme. Oh God, I love those Shrek movies. They're very clever. They're very clever. Now, can we let's move on from my daughter. Now, normally this would be the part of the Yodcast where I would take accountability for something in my past. Okay. To inspire you. Okay. You rhetorical. You. Okay, to take accountability for something in your past. But today, I'm going to use this moment as a moment to remind you of someone who really needs to take accountability for something. And then it's going to dovetail. Okay. Which is a wonderful word. Okay. It's going to dovetail in today's theme. Today's theme, you ready? Is celebrities.
Oh.
Also known as famous people. Okay, Dana, I'm going to give you a list of celebrities and then you tell me what they all have in common. And then you will see how and why someone you know of needs to take accountability.
Okay.
So what do these people have in common? Okay. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, these are actors and actresses.
Okay.
Patrick Swayze,
Okay.
Chadwick Boseman,
Okay.
Audrey Hepburn,
Okay.
Gilda Radner,
Okay.
Michael Landon,
Okay.
Peter Cushing, and Jim Varney.
What do they have in common?
What do those actors and actresses have in common? Two things, actually. They have two
I
things.
think I might know.
Oh, yeah? You
Yeah.
want to take a guess?
They're dead.
That's one of the things. That's the umbrella.
Okay.
Okay, dead.
This is exciting. I'm going to take a sip of put a mug with the tortoise on it. That's so cute. I love Shutterfly. They're not sponsoring me, but I do love them.
They do good work.
They do little tiny prints of the names of their cards and that they force everybody to buy at the holidays. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
I
They
genuinely
die in
don't
a
know.
certain way.
You're getting closer over there, Sherlock. Yeah.
Before their time.
Oh wait,
I think it's clear they all died before
Cancer?
their time. Bing, 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 bing,
Yes.
bing, 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 bing.
Okay.
They all died of cancer. That's correct.
That's sad.
Okay, but it happened.
It did
And
happen.
you didn't know any of them personally. You'll live. Okay. You ready to tell me what these musicians have in common? Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. George Harrison,
Okay.
Bob Marley,
Uh-huh.
Donna Summer,
Okay.
Sharon Jones, and Nat King Cole. There's an umbrella, and then there's something else.
Is it the same as the last?
Actually, yes, it is. So good job. Ding, 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 ding. Okay.
I thought Bob Marley died from like a foot infection or something.
Malignant melanoma.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay. You ready for TV personalities and comedians?
Yeah.
This is exciting. Are you ready? Okay. You tell me what they have in common. Okay. Alex Trebek, Jerry Springer, Bill Hicks. Bum, 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 bum,
They
bum,
died of
bum.
cancer?
They died of cancer. Good job.
This is
Wonderful.
dark
I was
energy.
just- would you stop it? Come on. Okay.
right.
Other notable figures. You ready?
Okay.
I want you to guess. Okay. This is fun. I love game shows. Okay. Steve Jobs. Okay. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Mickey Spillane, and James Redford.
They died of
They
cancer.
did die of cancer.
Yeah, okay.
Wonderful job. They're all famous people who died of cancer. Good
Yes.
job. Okay, that's that section. Are you ready for the next section?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This is something different. These
Okay.
people have something different in common.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn, I was just getting used to that last one.
I know, right?
Yeah, we were
there's a
winning.
I'm not going to lie. 90% of him looks like pancreatic specifically. But anyway, okay. That's the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
You ready? These, okay. These are actors and actresses. Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay.
Robert De Niro. Christina Applegate. Sofia Vergara. What do they have in common?
They're
They're not. dead.
alive.
Wait, what? They are
alive.
They're alive. Woo! There's something else.
Okay.
They don't have cancer.
Close. Warm.
They beat it.
Yeah, they are cancer survivors. That is absolutely
Yes.
correct.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
I didn't
Good
know that. I
job.
don't know if I knew that.
Okay, wait. Next section. God, this is fun. I love it. The
Okay.
tension. Okay, these are musicians. Okay,
Okay.
same question.
Okay.
What do they have in common? Sheryl Crow, Kylie Minogue. This is an old list. Okay, Olivia Newton-John. Which two have something and the other one has something else?
Okay, 2 are alive. 1
Yep.
passed away. All 3 beat cancer.
Yes, that is correct. That
Okay.
is correct.
All
Good
right.
job. Wonderful. Okay, athletes and public figures.
Okay.
I don't know why this man is not in the former categories, but
Okay.
anyway, because okay, whatever. Who cares? Hugh Jackman, Robin Roberts, Colin Powell, Jimmy Carter. Didn't he just pass away?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Shannon Miller. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Almost all alive, 1 dead, all beat cancer.
Colin Powell's dead too.
Good job.
Okay,
Who
2
did? Oh, Colin
dead,
Powell. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
multiple alive,
But
all
they,
beat
but,
cancer.
but they beat cancer while they were alive.
Yes,
if they
it
were. So
wasn't-
that's
yeah.
right. They are all cancer survivors. Good job, Dana. Really good job, Brett. If I was going to give an award to one of you, you would be the first runner-up, Dana. He would have won.
Okay.
He did a good job. Famous cancer survivor. So the message here is rather clear, okay? If you don't know someone who has had cancer, you actually do.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because you know celebrities, and we all have what do they call it? A parasocial relationship with them?
Sure.
What does that mean, parasocial? It means that you think that you're friends in your mind with them and you're spending time with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sexually and with them involved too?
I wouldn't rule
Maybe
it out.
sometimes.
Me neither. Okay, now, are you ready for the dove's tale?
Yes.
Okay. Elizabeth Finch, the Grey's Anatomy cancer faker. Okay. Now, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just saying because I hear her name and I get annoyed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It should motivate you.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Not only does she need to take accountability for her role in making me, Beverly Ginsburg, famous yardcaster, fake cancer, and for what? For what? So I could sell more essential oils? I mean, how disgusting is that? Using cancer for monetary gain? Okay, that's what she had me do.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah, you did that.
I did that.
You did do that.
Disgusting. Okay, she's going to need to not just apologize to me for that happening, but she needs to apologize to actual celebrities, dead and alive, using her fake cancer to gain celebrity status.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what she did. Now, what's really interesting is I actually think she's such a star fucker that she'll probably be delighted by this opportunity. She should start writing public Instagrams to all of these people. Now, in fact,
in the Notes app.
absolutely. Now, and by the way, that's only for the live people who can actually use Instagram. Okay. So
has to
what she's
use, like,
supposed to do? We should
A medium.
literally. I was about to say, I'd like to get Ivy the medium back here to facilitate a conversation between good old cancer faker Finchy and Donna Summer. Okay.
Yeah,
wherein Donna can yell at Finch. Okay. And
Yeah.
explain to Finch what cancer feels like when it kills you. She had lung cancer. I think hers was lung. So it suffocates you. Then Finchy can grovel to the queen of disco herself. I would love to see that. Honestly, I think it's goddamn nice to suggest that Finchy should talk to celebrities because she would probably enjoy it. Okay, that's how she rolled.
Yup.
And it seems like a perfect time to remind all of you to subscribe at thebeverlypodcast.com because you get access to my mini true crime series, Finding Finchy. And it's where I look for answers and apologies. But moving on from cancer. Okay. One of the most exciting things about living in Los Angeles / Glendale / Armenia is that the proximity celebrities, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's always a little fun.
You never know who you're going to see.
You never know,
never know.
who you're going to see. And so I thought it'd be fun to talk about some of my celebrity encounters since I've
love
been
it.
out here. Because you didn't have those in
I was
Massachusetts.
going to ask.
Never.
Yeah.
I was going to
Never.
ask. Are
Once
you?
in a while, they said Matt Damon's shooting a movie and come on. Who cares? We saw him, that stupid freckled tush running around Revere Beach when he was little anyway. Please. I call this one Stars. This is a segment. Stars that just like Bev.
Ooh.
Now,
Love it.
okay, here's a fun one.
Okay.
You ready? One of my first celebrity encounters was at a public gender-neutral bathroom with none other than Mark Feuerstein from Royal Pains.
Wow.
Is that fun?
Wow.
Okay, now I can't remember where it was exactly, but I love him and I love gender neutral because it cuts down on the lines for the ladies' room. Ha! Now you have to suffer. Gender neutral has really not hurt anyone except straight males. It's like they really are. The only people who complain about it are, the sort of turfy women which I might be. I don't even know. I can't go that deep.
No.
But I'm not. Okay, I don't know. But they're the women who think they're going to get assaulted by a trans.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're the people who are most concerned. When really, the only people who are losing the benefits of the separate bathrooms are straight are males, are men who identify as men.
Yes.
Because they are the ones who have to now wait in a line.
Because normally we just zip on
They
in.
zip
Yeah,
on in,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
take it out, they do
Zip
a
on,
pee-pee,
yeah.
and then they leave.
They get to just whip it out whenever they want and they can pee anywhere.
Yeah, you still have the forest. Okay, it's
That's
still
true.
very difficult, or
so-
public parks, which
They have it so easy.
yeah. For us, it's like there's always a squat involved. It's a whole complex
mess.
matter, but it doesn't matter. Okay, here's another one of my favorites. Are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
I did have a consensual mutual moment of arousal at Calabasas High School's production of Urinetown, speaking of pee-pee, with Jerry O'Connell. Okay.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. Now, tip. And you'll like this, Dana, because you love musical theater.
I love Urinetown.
If a local high school in an affluent area is doing a big musical and you drive by the marquee and you see, someone's doing Hairspray. It's the time of year we do, Seussical.
Yeah.
It's like, let me tell you something. It's Broadway, but cheaper.
I've been meaning to go to more
I'm telling you.
high school productions.
And if you've had a few drinks, you really can't tell the difference.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
A lot of these kids are off to Juilliard. They're never going to get to Broadway, so this is as good as it's going to get anyway at this moment in time.
The Jimmy Awards.
Oh my God, the Jimmy Awards. I scalped a ticket for the Jimmy Awards a couple of years.
Scalped one?
I sure did. I can tell you something. For those of you who don't know, the Jimmy Awards is like ground zero for the Leah Michelles of the world. It's like the character and the girl. Like it's a nightmare but anyway, I loved it because it's a free show. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is it's like Broadway, but cheaper. You're a kid's relative, okay? You have just to pretend to be a kid's relative. They'll give you a seat. You go through a metal detector. Anyway, Jerry O'Connell is also a twin girl dad. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
We kept brushing up against each other in the seats. Okay, one of the twins, he's got two different girls like I have two different girls night and day. One of them loves musical theater. The other one's, likes, what are you laughing at? You thought I was going to say she's a lesbian. I wasn't. She plays soccer,
No,
so she
it's okay.
probably is a lesbian. I wasn't going to say that. Anyway, okay. Well, you know what? It's really a numbers game, so I apologize for that. But time will tell. It was very titillating. Okay, to sit next to him. Okay, because he's very good looking.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact, and this is not my fault. This is also, by the way, going back to your teacher friend and your problem with the teacher-student relationship, sexual relationship. There's a lot of high school age hormones all over the place and middle school age hormones all over the place that you can't fight. They get in. I mean, I can't tell a hormone don't come in. It goes in whether you want it to or not. I can try to put up an energetic field boundary, but it's like, that's science. In this particular instance, I'm sitting next to Jerry O, and I did have to keep reminding him. He kept getting closer and closer to me, closer.
Yeah.
Heat, hot. And I had to remind him he was married to that glamazon shiksa, Rebecca Romaine, who, this is funny. I mean, I understand why he was aroused or whatever, because I have been mistaken for her before. That has happened, so I understand. But irregardless, Jerry, I love you. If we were both available, this would be I would have a different story of an encounter with you. Okay. And then I had one very unpleasant exchange in a CVS. When I kept hitting the sensor to open it so I could get a Robitussin, I was doing first of all, everything in California, I hate to tell you, is behind plexiglass.
Yeah.
Right.
And
deodorant.
Yeah.
Because the kids are drinking the Robitussin.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, then what are they drinking deodorant out of why is that locked up?
Yeah.
Or drinking razors?
I don't know why deodorant's locked up, but maybe they're eating it. I don't know.
Either way, it's probably,
Smells
what
good.
it is? It's probably a TikTok challenge.
Yeah, but the
Anyway,
Robitussin.
it drives me crazy. So I'm sitting there doing the sensor and I'm now punching the sensor because I can't hear it, even though, whatever, it doesn't matter. Guy comes over finally with the keys to open it. And I look down the aisle and I see a very bloated, puffy person. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, do I know that guy? He's like, is he the molester from the corner? Is there something handsome somewhere inside all that flesh, but I can't see it. And then the guy who unlocks the cabinet says, it's the Hulk. I put it together. Mark Ruffalo.
What?
Sweetheart, have you seen him recently? His hair is getting bigger to compensate. The hair is getting bigger to compensate.
Dinging.
Wrong. Oof. He's let himself go. My God in heaven. Not only that, you know what?
I'm going to say Hulk Hogan.
No, excuse me. Hulk Hogan, may he rest in peace. May his memory be a blessing.
No.
He's dead. All I know about
I thought
is
you were
there
gonna
was
say Lou Ferrigno.
wrestling and dead. Oh, wait, no, didn't he run for a governor? Was he the governor?
No, he's
it
bad.
was
We don't like him.
But
Bad.
he's dead.
He's
okay.
dead. He's
Oy
dead.
vey. You know something? You can't do that. You cannot like a person, but at least if he's dead, sorry. Anyway, okay. Can I explain what happened with Mark the fluffed up
Ruffalo.
the Fluffalo? Okay. He made me very uncomfortable. Okay. He was undressing me with his eyes, a little bit like how Brett did at the beginning of this. Okay. I felt very unsafe. I don't feel as unsafe because I know when Brett's here, I have a like a buffer with you. So I know that I'm not in danger of being assaulted.
Yeah, I'm like giving eyes to make sure.
I understand. So I feel safer and I appreciate that. But Mark Ruffalo, it's just me and the CVS key man who walked away. With Mark Ruffalo, I had to close my eyes and imagine he was like, somewhere else. I had to close my eyes or I had to think about like that 13 going on 30 and he was the little boy version of himself.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? To bring my heart rate down. And then I opened my eyes, he was gone. So that's really just a message to trust your gut. Okay. If I say that Mark Ruffalo is potentially the kind of person who might do the three F's of foreplay without your consent.
All right.
Then that's my truth. He might have been interested in, fingering, fondling, of fornicating. What was the other one? No, it was fondling, fiddling, fondling, and fingering. Fiddling, fondling, fingering.
Oh my God.
Either way, I could see the three F's all over his eyes.
What?
But it didn't happen because I used smart feet and I walked away. Okay. So you have the power. You have the power. Okay. What am I going to do to make the world better this week? I'm going to stop. Speaking of celebrities, this is a celebrity themed act of good that I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to stop telling everyone which celebrities I see coming out of the AA meetings at the senior center in Glendale. Because it is.
Shouldn't do that.
I know. I'm telling you. I'm telling you as of now.
That's good.
Okay. It's not anyone's business. I'm going to stop. Lucy the Armenian doesn't need to know. Neither does Marshall. Neither does Nancy Wolof or my Russian neighbor or SpaghettiOs. They don't need to know.
I mean, I'd like to know a couple of them.
Well, of course we want to talk about it and gossip and let everyone know.
curious.
Okay. It's not okay though. It's
I know.
from now on, my lips are sealed except Dax Shepard because everyone listen.
Well, everyone knows.
That's what I'm saying. He's not anonymous. He tells everyone. Okay. I didn't out Dax Shepard. He outed himself.
Yeah.
Okay. But some of the other people are very notable. Okay, they're very notable.
Bev, can I ask you something?
Of course you can. Of course you can, sweetheart.
Do you feel parasocial with any of these celebrities?
Which ones? The ones from the.
Are you parasocial with the celebrity?
With any celebrities?
Yeah.
Not. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
Who?
Oh, you want to know who?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, let's see. Joy Behar.
Okay.
That feels good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's here's why I'm.
That's not sexual.
No. Not because I don't think she's attractive and beautiful and doesn't not look like the woman I once made love to at the behind the porn carnival. But no, I can tell you who is it. This is interesting. I never had boys. You understand? I didn't have boys. I had girls. Okay, I'm a girl mom. But I have a parasocial son.
Oh, I see.
Okay. His name is Timothy Chalamet. Okay. And if I could tell Timothy Chalamet one thing, okay, here's what I would tell him. I would say she's not for you. And here's why. Yeah. And I wonder if it's for the exact same reasons that I know. First of all, this isn't okay. She is so voluptuous and he is so he's like a pencil. He's like a pencil. Do you know the boob test where you check to see how big someone's breasts are?
Yeah.
Okay. There used to be a test where they would tell if you need. By the way, who is administering this test? Yeah. Was it in school? That's not.
Maybe you had like a magazine or something.
Either way, you could tell whether or not you needed a bra. And by the way, you need a bra anyway. But to put a pencil, if you could hold it under your breast, he's the pencil. And she's the breast. I feel like when they make love, he just slips through the, it doesn't work. You understand? Mm-hmm. So just from an aesthetic point of view, I don't know about her personality either, but either way. But yes, if I have a parasocial relationship with Timothy, my son, where I close my eyes and feed him peaches and tell him, sweetheart, I love you, love you, love you. You can do better. And that, my friends,
nice.
is the end of the episode. Because you know why? I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to do pee-pee. All this talk about Urinetown. Did you see that one?
Oh, I played.
No, you did not.
in the pit orchestra
You
for
did not.
Urinetown.
Wait a minute. What did you play?
Drums.
The piss
Oh, you
orchestra.
played in the pit orchestra. They didn't let you in the show. Oh,
No, I wish I could have been
I'm
in
sorry.
it.
You could have been little Sally.
Oh, that would have been really
Wouldn't that be
fun.
cute?
But I liked playing drums for it. I love that show.
Okay. Well, everybody loves that show. You're not special.
Brett's never seen it.
Shock, Diane. Okay, if you aren't subscribed yet, don't make me yell at you, okay? You can do the kosher monthly plan for $4 a month or the kosher yearly plan for $40 a year. You get episodes early, you get ad-free episodes, and you get access to additional Beverly content, including but not limited to mini episodes of my original true crime series, Finding Finchy, where I am determined to track down Elizabeth Finch, the cancer faker from Grey's Anatomy, and make her apologize to me for giving me the idea to fake cancer. If it weren't for her, I never would have done it. The Beverly Podcast and Yodcast are executive produced by Dana Wickens. Engineering and a bunch of other stuff is done by Brett Morris. Social media management is handled by Shannon Locke. And additional support and development for the Beverly Podcast came from the Jewish Writers Institute. So yeah, you got it. The Jewish World Controllers have their hands all over this too. Scary.
Boogie 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 dance.